Good morning and Happy New Year. Welcome to 2023. I want to discuss the videos that I've discussed last year in 2022, which is part of the life lessons, the learning experience. Today's topic is review in 2022. The first video that I shared in 2022 is not to worry nor listen about what other people say, meaning you shouldn't worry about what other people say things about you because some people are idiots, mean, ignorant, and cruel people, which is one of the lessons that I learned. I remember when I was in middle school, people were saying negative stuff about me, which hurt my feelings, and I cared about that, and I feel very sad and depressed. And I would tell my friends and teachers, and they gave me advices not to worry, listen about what other people say because some people are just mean. So just me. I share with you the story about what happened in middle school that one of my classmates, LaShawn, was saying negatively about me, which hurt my feelings. She called me names to be retarded, which hurt my feelings. I learned that you have no control about what other people say because some people are mean, which is what I said earlier. Looking back, I did not know that LaShawn was mean to me until I realized in the eighth grade when she write wrote me a letter, a hurtful letter. She, I mean, until I realized in eighth grade when she wrote me a hurtful letter. If I stare there at her, I slapped her. Blah blah blah. I didn't read the rest of the letter, and I say to myself, "I'm done," meaning that I'm done with LaShawn. I don't have anything to do with her. With her, I'm done with her. She's not worth it, which I realized all this time that I wanted to be friends to LaShawn, not knowing that she was being mean to me until I realized in the eighth grade. And I say to myself, I don't want to talk to LaShawn anymore. I don't want to be around her. I'm just gonna cut ties with her. I'm done with LaShawn, you know. And I say to myself, if she slapped me in my eye, I'm gonna slap in her eye back. But knowing that I'm gonna report it to the teacher. Looking back, it shows the type of person LaShawn was to me. She was nothing but a bully, ignorant and mean spirited and heartless person. She is one of the most selfish person that I met in my life. And I would never be a friend to that person. And I say to myself, I don't want to surround myself with negative people because they will bring you down, and which is one of the lessons that I learned. I rather surround myself with positive people, not negative. God saved me from this mess, from LaShawn, because she's not worthy to me. God really saved me from that, and I thank God. And thank God. The next topic is one of the videos that I learned is do not believe any rumors or listen to gossip, meaning don't be involved in gossip or believe everything you hear because most of the rumors you heard may not be true. If you hear a rumor that you find out, you're gonna be deceived at. For instance, like Will Smith, Will and Jada's getting divorced. That's a rumor. And it's not true. You don't want to fall for it, so be careful what you hear. I remember, I mean, the the story that I have shared with you about what happened in middle school when I heard rumors about Sharpstown High School, which is the school that I went in my sophomore, junior, and senior year for CTED of Multi Technology class. I heard several rumors about Sharpstown saying there's bad kids. I ignored that at first, and I began to believe that. Then I told my mom that I would not be going to Sharpstown because there's bad kids, and my mom told me there's bad kids everywhere, and Sharpstown is a good school. It was all started that my teacher at Welch, Miss Ryan's, was asking me what high school I'd go to. I say Sharpstown. Why? Because I have heard about the job training program. And that's what my mom told me about. And I have second times I'm not going to Sharpstown. And I was thinking about going to Westbury, which is my third choice. And I was thinking about going to Madison High School, along with High Tower High School, which is in the Fourth Bend Independent School District, and Elkins, which is the school that my younger sister Carrie went to. And what I learned is don't listen to any gossip. In other words, don't believe or listen to gossip because some people could give you wrong information, wrong advice, but not only that, they can, deceive you, mislead you, blind you with advice. You have to be careful about it, and that's what I learned. I remember when I first came to Shrubstown High School my sophomore year, I went there for a special career and technical educational program, which was the CTED of Health Science Tech class, because my previous high school, Westbury, which was my zone high school in Houston, offered that. And I had this fear of that I would not like it at Charleston because there's violence, and that's what my fear. When I look around, I didn't see any bad kids or any violence, and I began to like it. What I realized about what I have heard about Sharpstown was false, and I was deceived by the rumors that I have heard in middle school at Welch Middle, which is the school that I went to when I was in the sixth and seventh grade. And I have negative friends that told me not to go Sharpstown is bad kids in Westbury, and I believe that. And what I learned that you should not believe what other people say, and don't believe any other people's opinions because people can give you information and right advice, which I realized and all that. And I realized that one of my classmates, my friend, misled me with some advice, but not only that, she deceived me. And I can't blame her and about it. She did not know herself. But what I what I could have done is to use my own judgment and do not believe what other people say. Looking back, I would have get to know Sharpstown, checking it out by meeting the administration staff members and meeting new people instead of listening to gossip. The reason why I transferred to Sharpstown High School in my sophomore year is for a special career and technical education program, which was the CTED Health Science Technology class because Westbury, my home high school, doesn't offer it. CTED is career and technical education for disabled. It's for students who are in special ed, and that's what it's based on. And what I've learned about it is use your judgment. Use your own judgment. Don't believe other people see this. And whatever God wants you want to go in, that that's what it is. Don't listen to what other people say because that can be advice. The next topic that I have discussed is about being happy about the school. I remember when I transferred to Sharpstown High School my sophomore year for the CTED on Health Science Tech. I didn't like it at first because I thought I was violence. But one of the reasons why I didn't like about Sharpstown is because Sharpstown did not require school uniform dress code. Westbury does. And what I've learned that uniforms does not define who you are. It does not help you behave. You have to change your behavior, and that's what Miss Evans was told me. And the other reason why I didn't like about Sharpstown High School is the school policy, which includes the tardy policy. If a student is late and they caught in the hall suite, they get a detention. And Westbury don't do it. And what I learned that all schools are different based on the policy, whether it's tardy or not. You have to abide by the rules. And one of the reasons why I didn't want to go to Sharpstown is because of my past and what I learned that my past has nothing to do with Sharpstown. For instance, I remember when I was in the third grade at Milne Elementary, which is the school that I went to after Forester Elementary. I went to Milne Elementary when I was in the second, third, fourth, and fifth grade. I remember when I was in third grade at Milne Elementary that I, that I was behaving strange, not paying attention in class, which led to a result about me repeating third grade. I wasn't happy about it until my father, took care of it by, talk to the school principal and put me in a fourth grade. I was happy about it. The reason why they retained me in third grade is because about how I behave and how I function due to the disability, and that's what my mom told me. And looking back, I feel bad, and I carry that grudge in me. And what I learned that you had to let it go. I'm not in a third grade anymore. This was happened years ago. You can't change that. And what I have learned is to let go of the past and think positive. And that's what I've learned. And that's what I have learned. Also, what I learned is not to be involved in, gossip, which I'm gonna, discuss about in the next video of in review of 2022 coming up tomorrow or Friday. Thanks for watching.